Hello everyone, you are welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is t to the power of 2 minus t to the power of 3. This is equal to 12. What are the values of t given that t is not equal to 0? So let's prevent a solution from here. We have t to the power of 2 minus t to the power of 3. This is equal to 12. The first step from here is to take 12 on the left hand side so that we have t to the power of 2 minus t to the power of 3 minus 12. This is equal to 0. So we can express 12 basically as 8 plus 4. So we have t to the power of 2 minus t to the power of 3. Subtract 8 plus 4. This is equal to 0. So we have t to the power of 2 minus t to the power of 3 minus 8, which you can express as 2 to the power of 3, then minus times plus 4. This is minus 4. Remember, 4 is the same thing as 2 to the power of 2. So this is 2 to the power of 2. This is equal to 0. So here we have t to the power of 2 and 2 to the power of 2. So we can write this as t to the power of 2 minus 2 to the power of 2. Subtract t to the power of 3 minus 2 to the power of 3. This is equal to 0. Now, here we have t to the power of 2 minus 2 to the power of 2. Subtract. Now, we can express t to the power of 3 minus 2 to the power of 3 as t to the power of 3 plus 2 to the power of 3. This is equal to 0. Now, we have two parts here. The first part is the difference of two squares expressed as a squared minus b squared. And the second part here, this is the sum of two cubes expressed as a to the power 3 plus b to the power of 3. From the first part here, which is a squared minus b squared, this can be expressed as a plus b, then a minus b. So this implies that t to the power of 2 minus 2 to the power of 2, this can be expressed as t plus 2. And then here we have t minus 2. Let's call this equation 1. And then the second part is actually the sum of two cubes expressed as a to the power of 3 plus b to the power of 3, which we can express as a plus b, then a squared minus ab, then plus b squared. Applying this identity, then this implies that we have t to the power of 3 plus 2 to the power of 3. This can be expressed as t plus 2. Then here we have t squared minus 2t, then plus 2 squared, which is equal to 4. Let's call this equation 2. So let's combine equation 1 and equation 2. So that now we have t plus 2, t minus 2, then subtract. Here we have t plus 2. Into the parentheses, we have t squared minus 2t plus 4. Cross the parentheses. This is equal to 0. We have that t plus 2 and t plus 2 is common here. So we can factor out t plus 2 into the parentheses. This is the same thing as t minus 2. Then minus, here we have t squared minus 2t plus 4. Cross the parentheses. This is equal to 0. So this implies that we have two parts here. We have t plus 2 into the parentheses. This is t minus 2 minus t squared minus times minus 2t. This becomes plus 2t. Then minus times plus 4. This becomes minus 4. Cross the parentheses. This is equal to 0. So we have two parts here. We have t plus 2. This is equal to 0. And from here we have t plus 2t. This is 3t. We have minus 2 minus 4. This is minus 6. Minus t squared. This is equal to 0. Okay. From the first part here, we have that t1 is equal to minus 2. Okay. This is a real solution from here. The second part here, we can rearrange this equation as minus t squared plus 3t minus 6. This is equal to 0. The next step from here is to divide both signs by minus 1. So minus t squared divided by minus 1. This becomes t squared. Then plus 3t divided by minus 1. This becomes minus 3t. Then minus 6 divided by minus 1. This becomes plus 6. This is equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation of the form a t squared plus bt plus c. This is equal to 0. From this quadratic equation, we have a equal to 1, b equal to minus 3, and that c is equal to 6. So applying the quadratic formula, that is t2, t3, this is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 is c. Everything here divided by 2 times a. So substituting the values of a, b, and c from here, this implies we have minus 3 plus or minus the square root of minus 3 squared, subtract 4 times a, which is 1, then times c, which is 6. Everything here divided by 2 times 1. So here we have minus times minus 3. This is 3 plus or minus the square root of minus 3 squared. This is equal to 9 minus 6 times 4. This is equal to 24. Everything here divided by 2. So this is equal to 3 plus or minus the square root of 9 minus 24. This is minus 15 over 2. So therefore from here, we have this as 3 plus or minus. We can express the square root of minus 15 as square root of 15 times minus 1 over 2. So this implies that here we have 3 plus or minus the square root of minus 1. This is I, then square root of 15 over 2. So in this case here, we have two complex solutions. We have t2, this is equal to 3 plus I square root of 15 divided by 2. And we have t3, this is equal to 3 minus I square root of 15 over 2. So these are two complex solutions that we have for this algebra problem. We only have one real solution, that is t1, which is equal to minus 2. So the next step from here is to verify. So let's verify from here. So we have that t to the power of 2 minus t to the power of 3. This is supposed to give us a value of 12. Let's substitute t, which is minus 2. So we have minus 2 raised to the power of 2 minus t to the power of 3. This is minus 2 raised to the power of 3. This should give us a value of 12. Minus 2 squared, this is equal to 4. Then minus, here we have minus 2 to the power of 3. This is minus 8. This should give us a value of 12. So we have 4 minus times minus 8. This is plus 8. This should give us a value of 12. 4 plus 8, this is equal to 12, which is equal to 12. So this implies that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. And this implies that we have three solutions to this algebra problem. One leaf solution and two complex solutions here. So kindly follow the steps, like this video and subscribe. Like this video and subscribe.